Do you love makeup? Do you want to wear foundation on most days, but you find a lot of foundations just feel heavy on your skin? They don't look quite right on your skin. You find that powders, they just don't sit quite right. Well, today I'm going to be using the Tropic Liquid Radiance Foundation. And this is a super speedy foundation that's going to give busy ladies and busy mums really glowing skin in minimal effort. So today I'm going to be using shade 1 on my skin. So first of all, what I'm going to do is make sure you've got clean hands, and then I'm going to pop a couple of pumps. Go for 3, that might be too much. A little goes a long way. And then I'm going to pop some in between my fingers, and I'm just going to kind of dab it on my face. Next, I'm going to grab my little pillow, and I'm going to kind of just dab around my skin to blend it in. Now, I would say these pillows are better than the majority of sponges you get. Some sponges sort of absorb the makeup, whereas these ones actually spread it around the skin quite nicely. Now, what you want to do is sort of focus on the corners of your nose and kind of really get in there with those. And then make sure you pay special attention to around the kind of corners of the mouth, like that. And then whatever you've got kind of left on your pillow, you could blend it downwards. You don't want to put makeup down on your neck, but you want that sort of seamless finish, so you can just bring it down. Then if you've got any areas you want any extra coverage, you can just go back in and apply your second layer. If you want to do across the top of the eyes, just grab a little bit. And I sort of squeeze my sponge together and get the top of the eyes. Like that. Now, I wouldn't really put it under the eyes, because although it gives you good coverage, you'll still find that a normal foundation will be too heavy for the under eyes, and it's going to crease loads during the day. So save the under eyes for concealer. Next, I'm going to use my undercover concealer around my eyes and any areas I want that kind of like extra coverage. Doing around the corners of the nose is a really good area to give you extra coverage and just to make your makeup look flawless. Same for around the lips. And then I just put it on any areas I've got any kind of like, not even blemishes, like just little bits like sort of sunspots or anything around the skin, like just small things that make it look like it's not got that flawless finish. I'm going to blend it in with my sponge. So again, with the eyes, I kind of like pinch it together. And I blend. When it comes to doing any blemishes and things like that, just dab very, very lightly. And when you dab on any blemishes, you sort of dab on the top and then blend more around the kind of outer edge, because the top you don't want too much kind of gone, but you want the outer edges to be blended. Now, if you're using this concealer and you find on your under eyes it feels a little bit too heavy or a little bit too thick, you can switch to the other concealer, which is the Illuma concealer, and that will be a lighter coverage. So just see which one you like best. Tropic will do a 30-day exchange for free for you, or a refund if you're not keen on the product or the colour. So yeah, give one of them a go, see how you feel, and you can always swap if you aren't keen. Now, any areas that you've got any creasing, you can go in with one of your fingers. Just get rid of any creasing. Next, what I'm going to do is set my makeup now using my perfecting powder. Now this comes in a loose powder, or you can get it in a palette, which is more of a kind of a pressed powder. Both are amazing. So there's a couple of ways you can set that, and I'm going to show you on both sides of the face, also using a slightly different brush. So first of all, I'm going to use the powder brush, which is much more fluffy, and you're going to get more of a sort of, I don't know the word. Instead of the particles being close together, they're going to be more spread out. So I'm going to dip that in. Now, if you're using this brush, what you can do, if you're kind of like a certain age where you find that powder sort of sits in the skin more and you don't want too much powder, then you just want to focus on, first of all, just starting on the outside of the eye, under the eye, down the nose, and then around the chin. And just set those areas. You can also get around the eye as well. Make sure you've got rid of any creases first, because you are setting your makeup. Whatever you do at this point, it will last there. If you want to go all over and set it all over, then at this point you would just go around the rest of the face using this one. Now I'm going to show you with this brush. This is the Precision Face Brush. And so this one is, because the brushes are kind of more close together. I'm terrible at explaining this. Because they're more close together, your powder is going to be more tightly packed. So this might be really good if you're kind of like going to a wedding and you need that really long lasting powder, and it's more packed together, so you're going to get a sort of more of a set. Terrible explanation, but I hope that makes sense. Right, here we go. So I'm going to dip it in. And again, I'm going to start with the way, if you find less powder is better for you, then start on the outer edge of the eye, go under, down the nose, past the smile line, and then over the chin like that. And then you can do a little bit around the eye if you want. Again, that just sets that area, but still gives you the glow everywhere else. But if you want to go in and do more glow, then you can just add it where you want extra glow, extra set. There we go. So you've got a couple of options now. You can either leave your makeup like that if you're happy with it, but if you want the powder particles kind of merged together, then what you can do is you can grab your morning mist and then grab your fan. What that's going to do is it's going to help all the particles from the powder sort of merge together, and it's going to help to give you more of a glowing look. It's hydrating as well, so your actual makeup probably will last just as long because it's making it more hydrated. Then what you can do is you can add on any kind of like blushes and bronzers, or you can just pop on a little bit of lippy, and I'll show you. So this is the Juicy Apricot. And you can pop some on your cheeks. And then you just blend it in, and this just adds a really, really speedy glow to your makeup without having to bother with extra faff. If you've liked this video today, don't forget to save it. Don't forget to follow me so you see my next video update. And find me on Instagram, mrs.b.beauty. Drop me a message saying skin, and I will do a personal skin and makeup plan to you suited to your skin type, your skin needs, and the most important bit, how much time you actually have in the morning. If you're a busy mum or you're a busy lady, chances are you're like, I've got 3 minutes, and that is fine. I will find the perfect routine for you. So drop me a message on Instagram, mrs.b.beauty, saying skin, and I will send you your personal plan.